tomorrow.
Careful what you say, you're live.
Thanks
Tonight
for the
we are
warning.
we're watching what are we watching? Nicolas Cage, his best action film of the 90s. Sorry, his second best film of the 90s. Nope. We shall settle with his third best action film of the 90s.
And on that note, I'll see you later.
Let's mute that. Some professionalism here. So yeah, well, tonight we're going to watch the 4x3 version. So I'll press play on that because it's got a long intro. Do I press play?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Right, Touchstone Pictures, makers of very quality films. So I do have the widescreen, but it'd just be a very thin bar on that little telly. Because I guess you've got the Blu-ray.
I have got the Blu-ray, but it means I'll be turned to face the other way, and you'll see the picture wall. So I'll watch it on my phone.
That is the trouble with Blu-rays, unless you've got a Blu-ray player in your PC or laptop.
Yeah.
Watching on a small screen. Although, why would you want to watch this on a small screen?
But to be perfectly honest, I've watched this film that many times. I've watched it about 15 times this year already.
I'd like to take his face off. Yeah, nothing is subtle in this film. And then look at him, even being a hitman, he's dancing and posing. Now, apparently, his mustache is based on the one from John Woo's The Killer with Chow Yun. Apparently, yeah. And then this creepy business with the touching of the face. I know it's supposed to be the subtle hint that only he and his family know, but
yeah,
still. And then this poor kid getting it in the head. So, evening, Jeff. And Kevin, all the way from Florida.
Evening, Kevin. Thank you for joining us, mate.
Yeah. And Jim's here from the Isle of Man. Not quite Florida, but it's just as sunny, I'm sure. Now, people have said, why doesn't Nicolas Cage keep shooting at him when he's on the floor?
And just have fun with it. Yeah.
Yeah, then the film ends. But that is the reason. Matt sells stuff. Good evening, sir. He can eat a peach for hours. But surely a peach should be done in like 5 minutes, if that. Let's spit the stone out. But yeah, there's a poor. For a high-octane action film, it starts off very down.
The when you watch the interviews from John Travolta about this, he was saying, obviously Nicolas Cage was so easy for Nicolas Cage to pick up John Travolta's mannerisms and stuff, but he struggled with Nicolas Cage's.
I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently Nicolas Cage kept to himself because of his method acting. He stayed away from people, and John Travolta was like being friendly and hanging out with everyone and being John Travolta nice. But yeah, everyone else he stayed away from him. And there was, I think Nicolas Cage was preparing for a very difficult scene and was getting himself in the mood for it. And then John Woo surprised him with a birthday cake. And he said, don't do that again. Who we got here? Slasher Fred. Hi, Slasher Fred. I think that John Travolta and Nicolas Cage are great playing both the hero and the villain. Yes, they are. Yeah. They're very believable as both. Although, because John Travolta's playing the bereaved dad at the beginning, and he's a bit of a dick to everyone. And they don't notice the complete change in him when his face is swapped.
I suppose, though, if you've been chasing someone for a decade and a half, then you finally catch him. The pressure's off, isn't it? So,
yeah,
would you change? Would your personality change?
Yeah, because you just because he thinks Nicolas Cage's character's dead, doesn't he? So everyone else knows he's in a coma, and then we get the bomb that has 3 days or a week before he goes off.
It's a week, isn't it? Yeah.
But I guess no one's going to go up there to check. So, hey, Mike, how are you? Who are we meant to root for in this film? Because John Travolta's playing it so cool when he becomes Caster. He's a bit of an unlikable dick.
Well, so was Castor and Pollux in Greek mythology, weren't they?
Well, apparently I didn't read into that, but yeah, they are named after Greek mythology of brothers, aren't they?
One's a demigod and one's a normal god, and one doesn't like the other one, so they're a dick to each other.
Yeah, see, Little Steve was right. I wanted to watch Con Air, but apparently this one's better.
You're watching that tomorrow, aren't you?
I could pop on that. I could do it twice.
See, we can tell we're sharing the stream, Gareth, because I haven't swore about Con Air yet. We're 6 minutes in, and that, you know.
Do you want to pause your channel stream so you can swear about it?
Yeah, yeah. Speaking a little prick, Little Steve, he's in. He's down.
Oh, is he? Oh, yeah, there he is. Hey,
he's not coming on. I've sent him the link.
Con Air. Should we take a vote? Who wants Con Air on who wants to stay with? Because Con Air, what is that? What, 90 minutes?
This is. we can watch Con Air straight after this if you want to do a comparison, and we can have a proper conversation.
Oh, I'm sorry. We've got priests and interfering with children here. Oh, hang on. What's the point? I put up a post earlier that what links Face Off, Double Impact, and Stone Cold.
Go on.
Let's see. Well, hang on. I'll give someone a minute to see if they know what connects those three films, apart from their action films from the 90s. I'll just see if anyone. I think I posted it on my channel. I'll just check. So yeah, even though Pollux tried paid with cash, they still they were by Douglas. In a capacity, right? Sean could eat a peach for hours. Everyone loves peaches.
Yeah, that's it.
Screw the face off.
The only line that people know from Con Air is "put the bunny back in the box." Now, why didn't you just put the bunny back in the box?
Oh, sent it. Oh, you only sent it to him 3 minutes before the stream, so he didn't have time.
Well, that's enough time. 3 minutes is enough time for any man, Steve, to click on the link.
Whatever's the longest. Well, this beats Con Air then, because Con Air is 111 minutes, and this is, what did I say it was?
Yeah, 218 minutes.
Yeah. But the
2 hours 18.
133 minutes. So it's
either
5 minutes shorter or faster.
Yeah.
I love the line. It's like looking into a mirror, only not. So who are the original two that were going to be signed up for this?
But the original two actors?
Yeah.
I don't know. Got Mel Gibson and somebody else, wasn't it?
There's a lot of lists, but there was two specific guys they wanted.
Go on. Which two?
So Arnie and Sly.
All right.
Which would have been interesting because there is a big difference in bodies, in height. Because apparently, I think, well, one of them, these two, is 2 inches taller than the other.
Yeah.
So, but they get around.
Well, I suppose that's why the science bit in this is really, really good for me, because they do explain all of that.
Yeah.
Putting the love handles out and changing the body tone and
putting
they
hair
do go
in,
through all of that. I suppose it'll be a bit different if someone was a good foot taller than the other. You know, how would you explain that?
Oh, hang on. I've missed the load here. Right, there he is. You won't pass it past 9 p.m.
I will if it's worth it, Steve.
You better, because this is going to be on for another 2 hours and a bit.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Okay. I'm going to show you God does exist. Right, then we get a Humvee attack. Always got to have a Humvee in these 90s films.
Yeah, and a helicopter.
And a helicopter.
Yeah, and the helicopter doing all sorts of weird and wonderful things.
Stopping a plane taking off by bashing it.
Bashing its
flaps, as it were.
The tails.
Bashing its flaps, as it were, yeah. Con Air, yes, the film, he refuses to, John Cusack refuses to talk about. Yeah, he wasn't a fan of that film.
No.
Right, sure. Aston's got this on VHS and Blu-ray. There you go. See, I got it twice on VHS. So good. This is a very big gun. Fire the effing plane. Oh, it's 132 minutes too long.
Al's got an interesting question there.
Oh.
So. Does that need answering?
International terror. I think JVC Jean-Claude Van Damme was one. Hang on. I'm behind now. Hang on, I'll catch up. I saw Con Air in the theatres. I think I saw all three of his in the theatres. I definitely saw this in the theatres. I think I saw Con Air in the theatres. I think I saw The Rock in the theatre.
I think I was a little bit young. I was only born in 82. So what were these? 94, 95 and 96 or something like that, wasn't it? Around.
Hang on. As usual, I'm far behind. But yeah, I was surprised The Rock is only a 15 and Con Air is an 18. They never put the dates on some of these.
Was Face Off Con Air something?
This is 97, and Con Air came out the same year, which is weird because they were both made in 96.
Yeah,
and then this one overlapped for Nicolas Cage because I think he had to come back to shoot the opening with the carousel. So yeah, this came out June 27th, 1997 in the United States. When did it come out in the UK then?
I assume it would be like August, September 97, wouldn't it?
Okay.
It's usually a little bit later.
All right. So I'll go past, what did I say? Where did I say? June 27th, America. Then we've got Switzerland, Brazil, South Korea, Hong Kong, Netherlands, New Zealand, Singapore, Belgium, Australia, Denmark, Iceland, Argentina, Czech Republic, France, Sweden, Chile, Mexico, Israel, Spain, Philippines, Germany, Switzerland, Thailand, Estonia, Finland, El Salvador, Sweden, Hungary, Italy, Portugal, South Africa, Greece, Lithuania, Slovenia, Poland, Russia. And then we got it November 7th, 1997. Oh.
Sweden really beat to it. He did post that just as you had asked the question, so I thought I'd let you read all of that list.
Like with this lovely practical effects of a plane crashing into something.
Yeah.
And the fireworks literally going off with sparks and things blowing up that probably shouldn't. Right, where am I? So yes. Michael Douglas and Harrison Ford were considered for this as well. Yeah, that's one of the couples I heard. And it was supposed to be a futuristic film because it was going to be made with Fast and Furious director Rob Cohen. But they took so long it got cancelled, and he went, and then they got John Woo in, and he says in the future.
I quite like the fact that it's based in sort of like modern day. It's not based in like 22, 20 whatever or whatever.
Yeah.
Like most films. Yeah.
Let's have a look. Budget of 80 million. What does that get you these days? And so yeah, it gets made 245 million worldwide. It's not bad. But we might get a sequel soon.
Yeah, I've seen Face Off is being mentioned. Yeah.
But yeah, because apparently it's Face Slash Off.
Yeah.
Because they didn't want to call it Face Off because they didn't want to confuse it with a hockey game film. But not that they would have done that for me because I sort of the hockey terms.
The other thing is though about Face Off 2, if it does happen, if Travolta does come back, he's in better shape now than he was when he filmed this.
He is. He does look a bit bigger, I guess, because he's supposed to be the cop, I guess. But yeah, guys are dying left and right in this one. Apparently, because Hard Target was supposed to be John Woo's first film, but he had so much studio interference and he didn't like it. So he got this with no interference, and then the one after this, he got more studio interference again. What was that? Windtalkers, I think, with Nicolas Cage or something. Was it?
Here's a question for you. In which film does he play the better baddie, this one or Broken Arrow?
I think Broken Arrow. Because he is the baddie all the way through.
He is the baddie in that one, isn't he?
Whereas this one is, where are we? It's going to be at least half an hour of him moping around. Doing all these crazy stunts. Or someone's doing these crazy stunts. It's supposed to be him.
I just love the fact that when they do, we'll get to it in about 2 hours' time. The speedboat scene, when they do the close up to the stunt doubles, it's just like, if you're going to use a stunt double, don't have a close up.
Yeah, they were showing off there with the CGI faces. I think this was the first film to use CGI faces, and that was a mistake.
They forgot to put the CGI on them.
Oh, no wonder it's 2 hours, 18 minutes. We left the slow-mo on. We turned that off. We got an hour and a half film. Yeah. They've dumped the reboot idea, which was probably a better idea.
Yeah.
If they could find 2 young action heroes, which would be difficult. Oh, apparently you're older than John Travolta. I don't think
No, he was asking before when we were saying who was going to be who.
Oh.
He is an older John Travolta.
I just saw Rock on VHS. That is a good one. Sean Connery. Hey, Silent Hunter, how are you?
Yeah, I do need to get the Rock on Blu-ray. You know, and then I'd have all 3. Not that I admit to little Steve that I actually own Connor on Blu-ray. You know, that's just between me and you. No one else needs to know.
Okay,
that.
No, I won't tell.
You know.
So, are you going to do the line now? Ready for the big time?
You're a little bit further ahead than me.
Oh, hang on.
No, don't close it. It's fine because I'm not even watching yours.
Well, it is way ahead because he's coming home in this. He's just about to get kicked. Yeah, he's just been kicked into the.
He's literally just pulled the knife now, and he's going to get kicked into the jet.
Ready for the big time, baby. Because I don't give a fuck. I just paused, but yeah, they struggled to find a way to make to put him in a coma, so they had him. Ideas like falling from a tower, after being chased, or electrocuted by something. But yeah, then they somehow worked out
when you're in an airport and you're in an airport hangar, there's going to be a loose jet engine sitting around that you can just hit the go button on.
Yeah, I'll have to check out what the difference is between the extended rated cut and the original cut, because it's an 18 anyway. So
yeah.
Oh, there we go. Right. There is an alternate ending, Austin. That kind of gives you an idea for a sequel. The US TV version was pretty bad. It was edited, so one of those.
Now I'm ahead of you somehow.
Oh, I paused it for too long. It'll catch up faster.
Now there you go. We're pretty much spot on now. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. The last gasp of proper action film. Yeah, Rock, Con Air, and Face Off.
Yeah.
They all made a mint, but yeah, I think it was The Matrix that killed them. Everyone wanted that style. Hi, by the way. Hi, reading.
Well, the Matrix style action film was just a Chinese style action film for 50 years before it, wasn't it? It was just mainstream.
Yeah,
You
they
know?
thought, oh, West has finally caught up with us, and then
Yeah.
everyone just ripped that off instead of making better films just as good.
Well, what's the best way of passing an idea off as your own? Look what we've done. Woo! I always say that about the Americans, though, in Saving Private Ryan. They've walked around half World War II and never seen a British shoulder in sight. No, you're not over there.
Well, you was it U571 is worse because they handily get the machine, don't they? The last of the golden age of cinema. That's hard to say, isn't it? 25 years ago, this is, isn't it? I'm 26 now. Yeah, the big sparks when the plane crashes. There's like big sparks everywhere. It's a bit like there's a hockey film or Face Off. Was it Slapshot? Yeah, look, everyone's going, yay, well done, sir, you did it. And they're saying, you fucking idiots, about 10 people died in that shootout.
There's the Jenkins and Perkins and anyone else with the uns in the end of the name.
Yeah. You won't even let them have this.
Yeah.
You didn't know the CIA catered. That's a good one. Female reboot. Oh, there you go. He said it. But they're both...
No, well, you couldn't do Face Off unless you have two gender neutrals who cross over. Could you? You know,
you could have what? You could have what? Margot Robbie and the one out of Ready or Not. Just change their makeup and then they could pass for each other.
It'll be like White Chicks all over again, wouldn't it?
Oh dear, he said that. John Wick was pretty gung fu, just like this movie. I'm surprised no more films have been ripping that off. Case closed. Travolta has given up his hairpiece these days. Alleged hairpiece, we'll say.
Yeah.
It's probably better than mine. So
it's going to hurt you like mine now, hasn't he?
A little bit shorter. Probably with Lindsay Lohan fans. Oh dear. A female robot with Lindsay Lohan.
There you go then. I'm not doing so badly in old age. You've got the same haircut as John Travolta and I've got the gut like Thor from Endgame.
Yeah, with the body of Thor. Oh look.
Yeah, I've got the body of Thor and a haircut John Travolta. What more can you have?
And then we get the zip drive from the 90s. But I love how it's a slow motion of him handing in the zip drive. There's a close-up. I don't know why. I thought that some relevance. Broken Arrow is great, even though Studio forced people to cut the film. Yeah, I did hear that. There was a lot of cuts made. Yeah. Broken Arrow was a first, so it was memorable, but he was good in Face Off too. Yeah. Because what was he doing back here? Pulp Fiction brought him back after Look Who's Talking. Oh no, that was a massive hit. That brought him back. That was his first. Look Who's Talking was his first comeback, and then Pulp Fiction was his second, and then. Yeah.
But he's not done too badly though. Pulp Fiction, with only having about 15 minutes of screen time in the whole film.
2.5 hour film.
Yeah.
Well, Broken Arrow for hands down for Austin. I think we did that one last year. They did not anticipate HD and 4K 97. No, they didn't. You can get away with stunt doubles and subs.
It's like when you watch Blu-ray versions of the Star Trek TNG and you see the black paper on the screens behind it that's supposed to stop the glare for the cameras.
Ruined now. Well, I forgot. There's a bit in the air hangar because the picture's so bright and perfect now. There's a guy running and you can see his wires hanging from his shoulders. He runs and gets shot and then flies backwards. But yeah, HD has got a lot to answer for.
Yeah.
Oh, there was going to be a female cliffhanger. Yes, that was luckily shot in the foot and left to die. I love cliffhanger.
See, I haven't got a problem with these female conversion films.
Yeah, if they do it right.
If they do it right, like Oceans and stuff. Ghostbusters is obviously the one that stands out that's not right. So if they do it right and they give us a proper story, they give us a proper a proper adventure along the way, it's fine, you know. but don't call it cliffhanger. Don't
Well,
call
exactly.
it face off. Call it something else.
Yeah,
You know,
they were all Die Hard rip-offs, so you could just use the same story and call it a different name.
yeah.
It doesn't have to be the same cliff. Called cliffhanger on the same mountains. You see oh, there we go. Otten's ahead of me. I'm way behind on the chat. There you go. I heard that. Yeah. Right. Vaguely. Yes. Thank God it didn't happen. Yeah, because it didn't. Good thing it didn't happen because it would have just been a girl boss that Mary Sue thing one. But yeah, if it was low budget, independent, they could have done it well. Now apparently, yeah. So we see him manufacturing an ear with lasers, unprinted. But now I think there's about 10-20 minutes where Travolta and Cage on in the film when they're going on to the operation because they're just dummies. There, for a Die Hard, Disney wouldn't venture into this sort of movie making today. Big fat zero from Bob Iger. Evening. Hello, Dr. Post. Yes, that is true. Because this is.
I don't know. You know, I think
Touchstone.
because Disney have bought so many other studios, I think they could do this under the guise of another studio and not have it attached to the house, the Mickey Mouse's house. You know, I think they could get away with it now.
Well, technically, I guess Die Hard is a Disney film now because they own Fox.
Well, yeah, so is Aliens and all that stuff. Now we're going to get an Alien TV series, aren't we? But it's not under Disney; it's under one of the others. So, and I know Prey wasn't a Disney one, was it? It was something else. So,
yeah,
if they wanted to do the darker, grittier stuff, they just don't put it under the Disney banner.
Yeah, well, that's what they had
Disney
in the 80s and 90s, like Roger Rabbit. And because it was so adult. Yes, he definitely would have been burnt to a crisp standing behind a jet engine going off. It's getting a 4K, but it's only available in the US. Oh, what? That's a shame. This isn't 18. I got to come out. Yes, young people like Al, please leave the room. Yeah, because you can come back when we do The Rock, because that's a 15. But yeah, Con Air tomorrow night is an 18 still.
But I don't understand why this is an 18 though.
Yeah, I'm trying to think earlier.
There's no real language in it. You don't see any nudity. There's no sex in it. There's no. I don't understand why it's an 18. Apart from the violence, maybe it's just the extreme violence.
On the back here. Themed contents, action, switched identities, bad language, frequent and strong, sex nudity, some moderate references, and violence, frequent and strong. I guess the cutting of the face, maybe.
Yeah.
Across the line. So yeah, I didn't know that was Nick Cassavetes until today, the bald guy.
Mm-hmm.
And then Gina Gershon was cast, and she's playing his sister, and she wanted to shave her head too, but they said no. Let's see what the BBFC said about this. The BBFC won't let me be.
It is a PG, this film. I quite happily let my 10-year-old watch this.
Yeah, I did hear White Heat was a reference in this. Got an idea for the guys who wrote it. The electric shoes, there you go.
Yeah.
Apparently they're the same shoes from Super Mario Brothers film. That they wear.
It just reminds me, do you remember when Red Dwarf get Andy go to the prison ship?
All right. You can't call this film Face Off in, I think. It's Face Slash Off.
Yeah.
My granddad was on Omaha Beach. There you go. See? And he was a taffy. He was probably hair coursing on the beach, and he wasn't just fighting the Nazis. Yes, Broken Arrow was cut.
Again, Broken Arrow. I don't see what the violence is in Broken Arrow.
I'm trying to think.
There's only, apart from the minor gun skirmishes between Christian Slater and John Travolta, there's only the bit where they kill the Marines, the rescue team,
Yeah.
And then there's a little bit of hand to hand, isn't there, in the mind? But other than that, I don't see where the violence is in that.
Yeah, it doesn't say why it's. What's the point of the BBFC? They don't tell you why it's what it is now. Some of them do. So first on VHS, so you got the Blu-ray now. Yeah, nice to see it in widescreen. Grosse Point Blank. I do love that film.
I love that film. There's a bit in that where John Cusack goes, "Oh, I've got a newfound respect for life," and then it jumps over to Dan Aykroyd, and he goes, "I don't know why he's fighting so hard. It's like he's got a newfound respect for life."
It's a very good film. They had a sort of semi-sequel that was terrible, but
yeah.
Even in '97, I could see the obvious stunt doubles. Yeah, it does stick out like a sore thumb because it's in slow motion when they fly at the screen, and it's like their heads are wobbling and they're a different picture quality. Yes, that is true. She is the blind girl in Manhunter. And I just didn't know her name for 2 seconds. I heard Bob Iger is firing a bunch of people, probably the wrong ones. It's crazy to assume those kinds of flaws don't exist, but it was obvious then. True Lies and Gold Lies, there's some obvious stunt doubles. Yeah, Arnie in the snow skiing down, running down. He's got this weird guy with a wig on. We're getting another Alien movie, yeah, and at least it's not a Prometheus. Yeah, that might be good news. But
I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go with the Alien franchise. I think they need to give us a Covenant sequel. Finish the Prometheus and Covenant. I think they need to give us that because they need to explain: is it the same how David gets those eggs to LV-426, or are they the same eggs and it's a different ship altogether?
Exactly. I think they didn't
because at the moment he's on Covenant, isn't he? And he's nowhere near an alien ship. So is it how does he get another one, or is it a different one, or are we?
Well, so he's got to get from these eggs to a queen to lay the eggs to load them on the old what are they called spaceship
on the Juggernaut ship.
with the engineer who he wiped out.
Yeah, so it's obviously not the same ship because he's used that ship to get 406 or wherever they were in the last one. So how does he get to 426? And is it the same ship? You know, are we all just putting 2 and 2 together and coming up with 82 here, or what? There must be different origins, different engineering ships. So and we've seen that on Covenant where he's explaining what happened with all the different ships taking off and coming in and landing and whatever. They were populating the universe. So give us, unless it just comes out and gives us a very quick short movie. It's not the same ship. This is what's happened to David, and he's gone.
Well, it's like the first film. What was it? Aliens. They're terraforming this planet to build this big nuclear thing, but they never checked the planet and found a spaceship on it. and apparently
it's only around the corner.
Apparently so, yeah.
Yeah. What did he say? It's only like 2 days drive there and 2 days back, so it's literally around the corner. So whenever they flew anything out, surely they would have seen the Juggernaut.
Plus, did it get destroyed in the nuclear blast if it was so far away? And the other thing is, if it was 2 days drive back after the guy had a face hug on his face, did it pop out of him in the truck on the way back? So many questions we got. Where's James Cameron? I did invite him, but
totally agree with you reading. Totally agree with you reading movies. They should have left it at the end of Alien 3.
Oh, hang on, there you go.
It was a cracking it. Although Alien 3 was a shit show when it came for filming and writing, because they were still writing the ending as they were filming it. That's how come all that extra dialogue gets thrown in when she's going out onto the bridge. So that's a perfect ending for a perfect trilogy of movies, in my opinion. But
there is quite a lot of swearing in this. You're darn right there is. Steve's not really watched Face Off, and then we've done that one. Sorry. Hi Mike, how are you?
Easy.
What day is it? Friday, isn't it? I say. It states sex, violence, and language. All the things you stated wasn't in the movie.
It's not overloading sex, swearing, or violence, though, is there? You can watch Dangerous Minds and have more sex, violence, and swearing.
But I don't think there's any TNA in there, is there? And then here we get the dummies. Apparently, Nicolas Cage couldn't be in the room with the dummies because they were so gross, and he wasn't allowed any reflective surfaces when he had the makeup on. When he had it in their face, in case he saw it, and it would freak him out. Yeah, that's that bit. What's that smell? He shit his pants. John Travolta's that tough. You sure not getting confused with one of the many musicals you love. Well, tonight he is going to be performing. We're going to sing along to "Somewhere Over the Rainbow" by Olivia Newton-John.
Do you know what? I actually love that scene because of that song. With everything that's going on around you, and he's just got his headphones in and he's just listening to that.
Well, the thing about it is, would the FBI just come in and say, no, even though they know there's a kid in the room?
Yeah.
Which they do shoot at as well several times.
Well, that's it. Everyone's running around. They've got hold of the kid going, don't shoot. And they pull the gun, so you see bits of it that, but like you said, you've got 40 coppers storming the place, opening up with automatic rifles.
Not one of them said, no, don't shoot, there's a kid in here.
Yeah.
Plus, most of the people were unarmed when they ventured in, but they still just opened fire on them.
This bit, see, you're ahead of me again, but this bit makes it's just the way that they...
The adjusting, that's where I'm at, yeah.
The face, yeah.
So, yeah, stupid VHS. Right. But, yeah. And then, how long is this procedure supposed to take? Something's like a day or two, and he's already super healed and can do anything.
Go on, you can press play. It's all right, go
on. I haven't got there yet, and it'll just take off anyway. On my digital copy, I'm at him standing up looking in the mirror now.
Yeah, that's where I am now, yeah.
That would freak you out, seeing the face of the person that killed your kid.
Yeah.
I think the ratings board were always put off by John Woo's stylistic flourishes. Yes, let's call it that, because that is true.
When we're done here, I want you to take this face and burn it.
I suppose he could wear a mask in the sequel.
Yeah.
Because it never tells you what happens to it, so I guess it's open-ended. I'll just check. See, I did invite John Woo on, but no reply yet. Steve is forgetting Broken Arrow scene with a sudden flashlight to the face. Yeah, which kids could copy.
See, I must just have a different take on all of these films. I just must be immune to the violence then, if that's the case.
Yeah, I think so. You've seen so much out of your window that
yeah.
Anyone seen Frozen Gang? I have seen it, but only when it came out. I can't remember much about it. Yes, Manhunter, great. Peterson and Noonan were Oscar worthy in that. Yes, I love that film. I saw it when it came out. Well, I saw it on VHS when it came out. But I invited Tom Noonan on twice now, and then they keep coming back. He hasn't got anything to promote at the moment. And I said, he's a great guy. I still have to chat to him. Oh, we actually like Prometheus. Watch the franchise.
Yeah, I enjoy Prometheus. I enjoy the mythology side of Prometheus.
Okay.
How they find the stuff. The big engineer squid thing, attacking shore. I understand that the goo reacts differently with different races and different DNAs. That's why you get the xenos and different versions of the xenos. And I think they missed the chance to delve into that a bit more than what they did. But that big squid thing, I just don't understand what that has come from.
It's got to be something like the studio said. You've got to have some aliens in this, or you're not anybody. Like the deep.
Because you only had You've not really got a xeno in that, have you? There's no xenomorph in that, so it's Yeah.
Yeah. Someone should have wrote down what the plan was. Because there's only, 2 people and the doctor that know.
Yeah.
And then they all get killed at the end. In the middle. Sorry, spoilers. Alien, yeah, got that. I thought the face remove scene was cool. Nice practical effects, yes, indeed. It's really gross, and it just gives you like blurry pictures or just off on a monitor that you see the real face.
Yeah.
Because if you see the behind the scenes of the dummies they use, it's quite horrible. Cynical, very cynical film. It left a bad taste in my mouth. Yeah, Covenant was more stupid.
Again, I think they've ruined the Deacon in Covenant because you know the Deacon in the supporting media in the books and the comics and stuff like that is quite a formidable Xeno, and they've just sort of like, oh, it's there. Oh, we've killed it. Oh, look, it's just a normal Xeno now. And you're like,
stick with it.
Yeah.
So yeah, here we have. We've got the bloody Zodiac killer here. Who put him in charge of our prison? The violence is listed strong because there's a huge body count, but I wouldn't say the violence is particularly sadistic. That is very true. There's a lot of deaths. Like, how many deaths occur to people when he tried to escape the prison?
So, does that mean then A New Hope is an 18? Star Wars: A New Hope, because they kill
arms coming off.
They kill thousands of people when they blow up the Death Star, and they're all innocent people.
You don't see it, but it's a U. All 3 of them are U's, and there's like hands cut off, arms cut off, monsters' arms cut off, people, giant lizards strangled. It was back in the day, Fran. It's not nowadays. We've seen worse, I guess. Yeah, TV stuff on TV now with what's her name? Woodhouse, not Woodhouse. Who was the 80s woman that went White House?
Yeah,
she would have a fit if she saw TV these days. I remember the use of Somewhere Over the Rainbow being picked up by the critic in the Daily Mirror. He thought it was lurid and disgusting.
Yeah, I just think it makes the scene. It really does make the scene.
Yeah, it wasn't in the script, and it was John Woo's idea on the day to protect the child's ears. And then we got a Punisher here coming up. Alien felt like a film Fox really shot to make because they wanted more of the aliens instead of another previous with a 8-foot bald albino alien Vin Diesel. Yeah, he was.
I don't know why they had to try and explain the space jockey the way that they've done.
No,
you know, no one believes the space jockey is meant to be one of these engineers.
No, it was just a guy driving a truck, literally, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Space truck, but the MPA forced Wu to cut much of it. Yeah, Hard Target was butchered before. I think it's uncut now, isn't it? Ray, I'm not interested in seeing Renfield. I've heard it's nothing I'd be interested in.
Paul Magpie Movies was telling me about the one about the Dracula story about him coming over on the boat. The new film.
Oh, there's a new film, isn't there?
Yeah, that sounds really, really cool.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of the bloody boat now. But yeah,
is it the Dextria or something like that?
Demetria.
Yeah, that's the one.
Prometheus looks great on Blu-ray. Yes, it does. It's a very good-looking film, but it is stupid people doing stupid things. $60 million budget, yeah. Or did I say 80 for this? What's that? Oh, Renfield has 60 million, doesn't it? I didn't see Prometheus in 3D in the cinema, but I did see it in 3D when I had a 3D TV. Oh, swearing. What you fucking mad? I'm cast to try.
I don't even know why he attacked me. Well, you had a sex sandwich with his wife and his sister.
But then later on he said he believes him. He didn't do it. I'm Captain Troy. Oh, right in there. I saw Prometheus opening midnight screening in IMAX. I felt like I was the only one who liked it at the time. Well, yeah, I saw it in the cinema, but what year was that? 2010? 20. Yeah, wasn't it? Magic plot goo does whatever you want. My frustration is how all the Alien after Alien 3 portray the growth of the alien. Oh.
Well, even in Aliens, they were growing quite quickly, weren't they? Yeah. Because obviously all the other people that they were taking, and by the time they got there, they were already overran. Yeah. Alien 3 was quite quick, wasn't it? Now, depending on which version of Alien 3 that you've watched, because the bull alien came before the dog alien, didn't it?
That's it.
So, depending on which one, it's got different growth.
Yeah. So, in Aliens, they find the ship. He gets a facehugger. They take it back to the base. So, is the one that original chest burster, is that the Queen?
In Aliens,
when they take it back to the terraforming base.
No, that's not the Queen.
No?
Because they've already laid the eggs, haven't they?
But, well, they go to the thing. He gets a facehugger. They drive back to the base.
Who laid the eggs for the facehugger?
Well, they were already on the ship, weren't they?
But who laid them?
Yeah, it's a tricky one.
It's the Queen or the egg situation here, isn't it?
Because, I guess in Alien 3, it grows a queen because there isn't one around, but I guess.
So, I understand now that they've tried to answer this in the comics, in the supporting comics, about the monarch facehugger that could lay 2 eggs. Yeah.
Right.
So one of them's got Ripley and laid an egg in Ripley, and then the other egg has gone into the bull or the dog or whichever version.
Yeah.
So they've tried to explain that the monarch facehugger. It would have been good to see that sort of explained in the film, but like I say, the whole filming process of Alien 3 was a big shit show.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yes, the surgery scene. Yeah, the Empire would have had a nut with the skinless faces, especially wandering around, like we just saw. So, heyo, Kurashia. Hope you are well too. I'm all right. I think Steve's all right. He's watching his favorite film. Face Off has a huge body count. Yeah, it didn't say how much, but there was the prison loads died.
I just love this bit. Bravo fucking hell.
Yeah, because normally it says Doctor that's the bad guy.
Yeah.
And everything he does. Let's see, alternate versions. 7 seconds were cut out of the UK version for the butterfly knife. The Malaysian version removes scenes that reference sexual topics, like Carter Troy touching the young choir singer's behind. Look, yeah, you get the reflection. It's gross enough. What do you fucking think? Do you remember the trailer for this, where it started off with John Travolta sitting in a dark room with a camera on his face, and it spins around, he keeps talking, and then it comes back, and he's Nicolas Cage. That's a good one, before it starts off the full trailer. Oh, hang on. Where are we? Hard Target has a body cam as well. That's an awesome shootout in the warehouse. Coming up in June. Claude Van Damme. Renfield looks shite, apparently. Yeah, I'm not interested in seeing it anytime soon. Because, as soon as they said Nicolas Cage was cast as Dracula, it was just like stunt casting. Here we go. The space jockeys in the Dark Horse comics were very different from the ones in Prometheus, and much bigger too. I can't remember which comics I have. I have the UK ones that came out when Alien 3 came out.
But that's what I'm saying, though. They've explained so much more in other media types and games and comics and supporting media that Prometheus sort of rejected a lot of that, and so did Covenant. And they need to go back to that type of stuff. It's like what we were talking about Star Trek and Star Wars the other night.
Yeah.
The beta universe of all the books and everything like that has got so much flushed out content that they could put to screen, and they just need to stop discarding it.
But yeah, it says here, body count of 36. That sounds very... I thought that was right in the first fight. But obviously not. Cody Leach likes Renfield. Probably got a backhander. Well, yes, I would. If anyone wants to give me money, I will tell you how much I love it. So.
If this has only got a body count of 36, then I think, didn't Rambo have a body count of 36 in the first 15 minutes? Wasn't that a death every 2 minutes in that film?
I think so. It's definitely more than 36.
Yeah, not the original Rambo, not First Blood, but like Rambo 4.
Rambo 4, yes.
Yeah.
That first destroying the village has got to be triple figures. There's 100 scenes that are cut out of this, or in the script. Well, I ain't got time to read all them. While we're on the subject of Alien, we're trying to be watching action films here. Has there been a popular franchise abandoned in the way Prometheus Covenant was?
Do you mean where we were supposed to have got a third film and they stopped at the second?
Yeah, I guess. Well, they keep trying with Terminator films, but they only got one film out the door.
I don't know, but there's been lots of TV series that do that. One that pops to mind for me is Stargate Universe.
Oh yes, I like that one.
Because they literally take the Destiny and they put them into hypersleep, don't they? And then Eli stays awake and you never hear anything since. So, you don't know what's actually happened to them.
Yeah. Yeah, TV shows do it so many times. It's less likely with films. Because even the Maze Runner got a TV movie, didn't it, to end with or something? Was it the Maze Runner?
No, was it the Death Cure?
Yeah, sounds right.
Because they did the 3 but not the 4, didn't they? And then the 4 was the TV. So was it Maze Runner, Scorched Earth?
That's the 2 I know.
Death Cure's the 3rd one, and what's the other one? They did make the 3 films, but they never finished. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he was getting too old, wasn't he? He was getting too old to play the part, because he broke his ankle or broke his foot, didn't he, or something?
Yeah, he had an accident, didn't he?
That delayed it for about 8 or 9 months, and then by the time he got to the 4th film, he was too old to play the character.
He was, yeah. Yeah, I will watch it when it comes to streaming, but I'm not going to rush to see it. So far, I haven't seen anything cut on that tape. I think, like you'll see, the butterfly knife was the only thing probably cut in this because of its martial arts weapons. Oh, yeah, see, he saw Evil Dead Rise. Really good.
Anything you like?
Logan Marshall Green is in Prometheus. Yes, was it low budget Tom Hardy or American Tom Hardy? Oh, JT better not hear you say that, Mike. I do too, and I heard it's good, but I don't think, it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, so it'll go just like all the other films. It'll be 50-50 of haters and people that love it.
I'm ignoring the comments about Evil Dead Rising because the missus is going to see it on Wednesday, so I'm watching it via streaming on Wednesday, and I'm avoiding everything to do with
all right, we'll skip any topics about Evil Dead because
I love the Evil Dead series, and the reboot remake a couple of years ago just doesn't exist in my opinion.
Oh dear. Right. Upgrade was fantastic. Better than John Wick. That is not true. But Upgrade is a very good film. See, you're on your own tonight, Mike. John Wick is good. Oh, sorry, no, get lost. No Evil Dead. You don't honestly understand the appeal of the John Wick sequels. Well, yeah, the first one I think is the best because it is just the action of it. Some of the stuff they bring in is good. Right. They grow too quickly without nutrients.
But if you were to take that as a life form based on Earth, you look at a baby deer, a doe. It's born, it drops out, it knows exactly how to walk, and it knows how to survive. It doesn't need to be taught, and maybe that's just something that's built into their sort of survival instincts, isn't it? That they grow quite quick.
They're designed just to whatever they're for. Yeah, the noise is fastest cast to make, especially it's gross stuff, and he's on the phone call and he's got no lips. Have there been comments after mine? Have a feeling UT is bugging out here. Yeah, I think I'm getting all the comments. I know you're watching this on the Movie Chats channel, but I'm seeing all the other comments, I think. Yeah, the fourth one's what, nearly 3 hours. That might be a bit too much for an action film.
Yeah.
I do like a 90-minute film, not a 2 hour, 15 or 18-minute one. We found it shallow. Yeah. But the poor puppy. And he's smoking while face is priceless, yeah. Of course, Hellraiser did that as well. And then, he's getting all handsy with...
Oh, yeah. Apologies, Caro. We're streaming over 2 channels, so some of the comments might not be appearing on Movie Chats, but we can see them all come through on ours. So apologies if you're not seeing any of the comments that are coming through on video.
Oh, I see what you mean. I see. Yeah, we're on two channels.
We're on 2 different channels, aren't we?
Yeah, I get it now. Yeah, the face-off teaser is a classic. Don't get that stuff anymore. Thanks for the chat, guy. Oh, dinner awaits. See you later. He's gonna. Have you got the book? I should have asked him before he left. John Wick is Commando for hipsters. Yeah, lol. If this was a Schwarzenegger cigar and Norris type film, the critics would have panned it. Well, yeah, it nearly was.
See, the thing for me for the whole John Wick is that it was all about a puppy in a car to start off with, right? And he got a replacement puppy and he got his car back. Then each one has just gone that step further away, hasn't it? The third one, I don't even think the third one had a storyline, did it? I couldn't figure out what was going on.
Yeah, he just had to get somewhere to do something, and then he'd be let off.
Get more gold coins.
Yeah. Like Mario or Sonic.
Yeah.
To quote The Simpsons, John Wick 5, so very, very old boy. Yeah, he's pushing himself, and he's 60-ish now, coming up. Yeah, go. Woo! You're good looking. Yeah. Some classic Travolta.
It's like this bit here now, isn't he? When he's walking out, Papa's got a brand new bag.
Yep, Papa's in the swing. Ow. Yeah, no one's noticed. He's like totally weird now. Maze Runner as the guy who should be the next Bond. Which one's that? The main guy. I guess he's old enough now.
I've give up on the whole James Bond thing because they're all going to do 5 movies each, and in 10 years' time, we're going to be speaking about the same bloody thing. Who's going to play Bond again?
Well, yeah. Well, spoilers. Well, they did even think of they're going to bring a way to bring what's his face back. Oh no, turn off. I love it. Yeah, when he drives past his own house and says "shit" when he sees her, and then she says, "I'm not surprised you don't even recognize your own house anymore." The poor puppy. There he goes. He sums up John Wick. Casted as artist colleagues and gas and burn them alive. That was They showed the flashback, but they're burning alive.
Yeah.
Oh, he's eating tiramisu. I fancy some of that now. Pornographic gun use throughout. Yeah. Of course, John Woo hasn't made an American film in about 20 years, has he? We treated him so bad.
So I've got you out of it. So how about you throw me a freaking bone?
Yeah, this guy's just as bad as he is. Or the original one. Yeah, John Woo hasn't made a film in 6 years. The last... He did the game Stranglehold in 2007, and Paycheck with Ben Affleck in 2003 was his last American film.
Paycheck wasn't a great film either, though, was it? So
it was it based on who's the Blade Runner guy, writer, author, Philip K. Dick film book. Interesting idea, just turning it into a generic action film, didn't they? Yeah, Carter's lusting over his daughter in Archer's body. Yeah, where'd you go with that one? Ah, I did not know that. Was Lolita after this or before this? With Jeremy Irons. John Woo gave up Hollywood because he got fed up. There we go. That was true. And he knew, he saw what was coming. Oh, he meant Divergent, not Maze Runner. Theo James. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
He's the one that plays, is it four? In
what?
Divergent.
Oh, I've only seen it once.
He was the trainer, wasn't he, in the first film, and
right,
and then he was her love interest all the way through the other two.
Right. There's 1 minute on the Bond that was going for a week, and he just says. Now, what is his plan? I know he wants to be head of taking out terrorists, but then
head of counter-terrorism, isn't he? So
yeah, so then he gets to take out all his competitors,
take out all his competition, isn't he? And then he can run it from the office.
Yeah, you can be the good guy and the bad guy. Yeah. And I love how he's got 45 seconds, and
it makes me laugh that he gets it wrong the first time. Goes You get that Jurassic Park bit, don't you?
Yeah. Oh. He has a confused look on his face. And then you disarmed me. Because 1 minute they got this prison where they're showing like birds and nature to calm them down, and the next minute they got CNN live on telling them about a terrorist attack defeated.
Well, he'll be playing it through for them, wouldn't he? Just
you think he gave them the order?
Drop the ball.
Yeah, it's a real. It says it just like Jim Carrey. Here we go.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind giving you a message. Interception. Now our side's got the ball. Sorry.
Ooh. Where am I? Paycheck was probably. I think everyone involved just got paid. Paycheck was made during the time when films should have been R-rated. We're getting automatic PG-13. Yeah, I can't remember anything. There's lots of chases and shootouts, but yeah, I don't think anyone gets injured. Look at him. Completely different.
When did you go through the procedure? What procedure? The one to get the stick removed?
Yeah, that wasn't a good thing to think. Maybe something's not right here.
There's little Steve says to me the other week, there's not many quotable lines in Face Off. The film's full of them.
Yeah, it is true. Because who is in this? This is Margaret Cho. Is the one with the removed from his ass. Now, what did she been in? She's a stand-up comedian. Oh yeah, and he touches up his secretary here, which wouldn't go down well today either. But he's a bad guy, so he's going to do stuff like that. Lolita killed a lot of people's careers. Yeah, who directed that? Can't remember. And the new Bond would be an outside choice in the way that Dan Craig was. It shouldn't be anyone too unknown. Yeah, that's exactly how they've done the last 6 of them, isn't it? Like Connery was barely known, and Roger Moore was only known for The Saint. The Saint. And The Persuaders, maybe. Would you rather shag Hulk Hogan with a pussy or Megan Fox with a cock? And welcome to the chat again, Mike. Megan Fox, either way. Yeah. People bring up Henry Cavill, but it's too late for him. Yeah. The chat would stay on. Stay.
I don't know if it is too late for him. Why is it too late for Henry Cavill?
Because they need someone with a 10, 12-year gap that's not too popular. Because how many franchises is he in now? Because he's done his Superman, but he's
not Superman anymore, is he? He's dropped The Witcher. So I know he's in early talks about this Warhammer thing with Amazon, isn't he? But that's going to be 2-3 years before they get that right. They can't fuck that up. I'll be really annoyed if they fuck that up. And Henry, I'll come for you if you do. You know, he's not involved in anything now, is he?
Well, isn't it another DC option for him apparently or something? I don't know. But I don't know if he'd want Bond because he's done The Man from U.N.C.L.E. He was very good in that. So if they'd done it then, it would have been all right. But what is he? 40 now?
Yeah.
They normally get someone in their 30s, although he's the same. Was he younger than Roger Moore was in Live and Let Die or something?
Yeah. I don't think it's too late for him. I think the problem is that he's already done it in Mission Impossible, hasn't he?
Mission Impossible.
He's played the spy sort of bit in that. But to me, I don't know if Bond's recoverable because when you see Daniel Craig in Casino Royale, and the first thing you see him do in a hand-to-hand fight is headbutt someone. When did you ever see Bond headbutt anyone?
Yeah, it was a different Bond, wasn't it?
Yeah. And I know you've got to move within the times, but the whole idea is he's meant to be this gentleman spy, isn't he? That can, Yeah.
He doesn't need to headbutt. He's not brute force or run through a wall. Now explain this plan. He wants a cigarette. But is that just because he wants a cigarette for later on, or he just wants to start a fight?
This is so we can start his fight, so we can take the boots off, can't he? Because when he goes to the place, he's got no boots on.
Yeah, so he has to start a fight to get electrocuted, so they have to take the boots off then. But then he doesn't know the other guy's going to be in the place with him to help him, though.
No, but for now, all he's got to do is take his boots off, and then there's no security system then, is there?
Yes, because
he's been 50 people with guns.
They won't be a straight white male. I think they will be, because the casting director has already said that no one under 30 anymore has got any gravitas to play James Bond. So, and she's been hiring Bond since the 80s. Where the hell did that come from? Yeah, Andrew Tate. Raw. Hello, Stanton. Sorry about that, Stanton. Nightbot's on patrol. No caps. Oh, you're lucky. I think you're a mod, Mike. You might be all right. So Stanton's roaring. Doing his Nicolas Cage roar. The next one will Woken die. No, I think they might. I'm hoping they learn their lesson. They need to lower budgets rather than have 300 million. Well, I see. Timothy Dalton headbutted someone. See, needs must. Oh, is it? Joe Bob Briggs is in the scene. I didn't notice him the other day. I know he does acting because he's in like the Stand TV show and stuff like that, and he pops up. But it's like the guy that's vomiting on himself. He's in lots of stuff, but he's bald and fat and no facial hair anymore. I can't think what he's in. So where's Joe Bob? So yeah, Burns the guy with the. So all the guards here are expendable because a lot of them get killed. I know he tries to stop him killing a few of them, but it doesn't work. And even he shoots a few of them. How did he? And people have said about the screen with the purple dots that are supposed to simulate who's who and where. You don't know what they're doing, or just because they're two people standing next to each other.
It's like a digital version of Othello, isn't it?
Play reversey now.
Yeah.
Oh, taken out by a stretcher. I love this. So you throw sulfuric acid at them. Boom. And dissolve two guards and make them fall to their deaths. Ooh, that's a nasty fall as well. Yeah, how much did Casino Royale cost? That might have been low budget, and that did well. They didn't need to CGI.
The only problem for me is in the latest Bond was how quick they were to throw away characters.
Yeah.
It was like they were clearing house, ready for the next, the next bit.
Yeah. Yeah, they got. Yeah, it's not like they could have carried on, isn't it?
No, you've just spent a decade building up some of these characters and you've killed them in the first 15 minutes of a film. Needlessly, you know.
There's no reason they couldn't go on to other adventures on their own or spin-offs.
Yeah.
But yeah, Casino Royale had a $150 million budget. And well, No Time to Die had a lot of issues because of the delays and reshoots. 250 million. But oh, there you go. That's a guy to his death. About 100 million. It cost less than Die Another Day. That one was a lot of money. All on screen though.
Thank you.
More tea, Vicar. How much did Madonna get of it? 142 million for Die Another Day, but it doesn't say if it's adjusted for whatever it is. Oh, he's fallen.
See, he's got the gun, and he's above the last rail. He's on the foot rail of the. Why has he not just got hold of the foot rail? The two rails above him to grab hold of his hand. Grab hold of the foot rail.
So how far away from? Because this is, but yeah, a surprise to everyone that it's an oil rig. But then it's in the middle of the ocean. I don't think you can't see land, can you? But then the helicopter attacks. He jumps in the water, and then they don't look for him.
But is that not the coast there?
Well, it doesn't. I thought that when I.
But he's just away from the coast.
Yeah, I thought I remember seeing it. Oh yeah, I see the coast. Yeah, it's not too far, but I guess the helicopter gives up once he hits the water.
Yeah, escape plan was on a boat, wasn't it? It was on a cargo.
Yeah.
The first one.
Yeah, that was, I guess, similar where you think where they are, but it keeps changing. Oh, feet catch on fire. What's the music? You had to get a special stuntman in for this high fall. Oh yeah, there's the coast. Because probably that would have killed him too. Euro Millions tonight. Have I won? Lots of unneeded sparks.
How he hits the water. He's got him like that. Surely that would have broke his arm.
Well, yeah, I think it's
like hitting still water. It'll be like hitting concrete.
that's what they say, isn't it? But I think it was 2 shots because there was no shot of him landing in the water, but you don't see him from the high fall, so they must have stopped him somehow. Yes, Die Another Day in the CGI surf scene. But that is a great stunt, yes. Because it's got a good view of this bloke as well. Doing it for real, not a green screen.
I don't know if you have a pencil dived off a 5 meter board, but that hurts if you get that wrong. Never mind something like that. You know.
As long as the water's choppy, it's fine.
Yeah, it's got to be moving. You can't hit it solid. That's why when you see the high diving in the Olympics, they've got the jets moving the water. The water moving.
Yeah, they say if it's fizzy water, you'll be all right. But if it's calm, that's the worst it can be. So yeah, so the tombstone says 91, and I guess this was supposed to be set in 97, isn't it? Or 96, 5 years after. So in 5 years, he still couldn't catch Castor Troy. That is true, very true. Proper no-nonsense stunt work. Get a guy in, make him jump, film it, done. and Stanton agrees, yes. Because if you see like behind the scenes of like Ant-Man and the Wasp, it's just they were so happy that they had fake ground in that one. Oh, I mean, real earth to stand on while they filmed at the green screen.
Yeah.
Get the LAPD on this.
You must trust me. He's already here.
Because the doctor sets up saying he's got a chip in his throat to make him sound the same. And then he says the slightest thing, like a
hard
sneeze.
Yeah.
But that never comes up again.
A violent sneeze.
That's it, violent sneeze, yeah. But then the only time it happens is when he's like throttling him really badly. Who's this Lana person? Is she a Con Air fan?
That's my wife. And no, she's not a Con Air fan at all. Go and watch the short of her reviewing.
Yes, you bribed her to give it a bad review when
I didn't bribe her anything.
Think it's a holiday for you for a week, anywhere you want. If you do this video, slating the poor Con Air. Yes, subscribe to Movie Chats near the 500.
She's another one that likes a good storyline that makes sense. You're talking no nonsense stuff there. Con Air is just full of fucking no reason at all. Pardon the language.
Okay, then where does she stand on the rock then?
I don't think she's seen the rock.
Oh,
that's one for movie nights, I reckon.
Big Sean's in it though. Oh, got car phones back when they were a thing.
There you go. She wasn't paid a penny.
But she's just paid to say that now. What did you just tell her? You're getting paid in tea. There were talks of Con Air at one time. Hang on. Oh. I was just thinking, my logo on the TV is supposed to be doves, but I'm not sure it looks like doves. Because it's quite restrained, John. We were an hour and 20 minutes in. I don't think we've had any doves. We've had some pigeons, have we? But there it goes. There you go. The unrated Con Air is a bit more violent. That's Con Air. Talks of the Con Air too, yeah. But how can the same shit happen to the same guy twice? I saw a video about Contra-Mania and the repetitive green screen work and how everything looked flat and lifeless. Yeah, the social distance rules. Yeah, they should have just waited. But yeah, if you look at like an older film, even like Star Trek: The Motion Picture, looks with its effects.
I quite like Quantumania. I quite like Ant-Man and Quantumania. The only problem that I've got is that Kang is meant to be the big bad for this phase, and they've beat him twice already.
Yeah, they think, oh, we've got a million. That'll make it easy or difficult
Yeah,
for them.
you know. But the version that they've beaten this one is the version they warned about at the end of Loki.
Yeah, he's
So
killed Captain America and Thor apparently, but yeah, Ant-Man
yeah,
can take him out.
they're already dead. Well, they've now beat him. I don't know how you can rescue that as now he comes back as bigger, stronger, and when he's gone through. But what said they've already dead because they found him in Loki 2, haven't they? The cutscene is for Loki season 2. But like I say, he's easy beatable now.
He does seem to not use his best powers when he needs them.
Yeah.
And then they were having this. They were expecting the reveal of the 1,000 of the Kangs to be, oh my god, it's scary, but it was just laughable instead.
Yeah. Oh, we beat him. Yeah, it's great. He's out the way now. Yeah. What's happening to Jonathan Majors now? I don't know the ins and outs of what he's been accused of or whatever. But again, it's just accusations killing another career, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just accusations and probably come to nothing.
And apparently she's pulled the accusations, but the police still want to pursue it. So
and there's other accusations have come in apparently, but
yeah,
just nutters, couldn't it? Hello, Ellie. How are you? Yeah, we got some dubs later on the church. Yeah, there's quite a lot of dubs at the church, so perhaps he makes up for it in that. Why does Cusack hate Con Air? Well, he didn't want to do it in the first place.
And he was made to run around wearing Jesus sandals for the whole filming of the film. How can you be a kick-ass CIA, FBI prison person running through a boneyard of broken planes and trucks wearing Jesus sandals?
It's a character trait.
Yeah.
Jonathan Majors' career is probably done at this point. It does seem to be so. They are saying, well, look at Mel Gibson and Robert Downey Jr. have come back.
Yeah, but you look what's happened with Johnny Depp. There's still studios out there that won't even touch him because of that whole court case thing.
Yeah. He's got,
and he's a man that's gone and cleared his name in front of international TV.
Yeah. Hello, Kerry. How are you? And then but Ezra Miller is getting help until Flash comes out.
But have you noticed how they're protecting him though? He's not on any of the poster work or anything like that. They're being very, very quiet and they're pushing other avenues on the film.
Yes,
because it's going to be the last one that he's in, so they don't want to sort of. It's like Mira. If they did another Aquaman now, they would have to change Mira, wouldn't they, from Amber Heard? They would have to recast her.
Who is it now? Oh, she's still in it, isn't she?
It's still Amber Heard.
Yeah.
But if they did another Aquaman, they're going to have to recast it.
Well, I don't. Yeah. Well, they'll probably recast everyone at this point because people are saying the next one, the worst film ever. So.
Mm-hmm. But that's why there's no big boat rocking with Ezra Miller, because once they get through this Flash story, they can put whoever they want to as Flash.
Yeah.
Because he's broken the universe. It's a Flashpoint effect. So
you got the face off.
Yeah.
No more drugs for that man. Oh, and on that, Mel Gibson's career is he's nowhere as big, but he is old and aged out of. But it's like 1 minute he's doing a good film, and then the next minute he's doing a straight-to-video rubbish film. But he's supposed to be directing Lethal Weapon 5 at some point.
Austin, I don't think it's a rebooting of the DCU. I think they're just burning it to the ground and seeing what comes out the ashes, to be honest.
I think so, yeah. There's no linking. All the films they've listed coming out are not linked, are they?
No, the whole Michael Keaton being Batman and Ben Affleck being removed and stuff like that, it's just cutting ties with anything they've done. They're just burning the whole lot. And starting again, the best thing that they could do with the DCU is leave Keaton and his Batman and get the younger Titans through and start a Justice Society, Justice League with the younger ones, and then have the occasion reference the older people like Aquaman and Flash and whatever.
Yeah,
just as what they are. It's just namesakes.
Yeah, and you can do Keaton. Could do Batman Beyond or whatever it is as well.
Yeah, bring in Nightwing, or
yeah,
in an Aqua Boy and people Kid Flash. Artemis instead of Green Lantern, instead of Green Arrow, bring in a Green Lantern. You can do that and still leave those your more frequent ones as just drop-ins every now and then, just namesakes.
Yeah. I think majors will be okay, but Marvel will recast. Yeah, they will have to at some point, even if while they wait to see what happens. I think Signs was the last legitimate hit with Gibson. Yeah. I guess he only directed Passion of the Christ, didn't he? Signs was 20 years ago now. But yeah, he's certainly doing well as director. Hacksaw Ridge and what's the other one he did?
Apocalypto.
Yeah. So here we go. Being up the boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, killing the boyfriend, I should say. Yeah, he was. Well, he's still. Well, how do you get in like Daddy's Home 2 and stuff like that? Kiddies films. All right, here we go. So you'll probably see the knife scene cut out in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Although I'm surprised the headbutt was in this film. They normally
So
cut
if they cut out the butterfly knife, handing the butterfly knife, how did he explain how she got it in the end?
I think it's just the playing with it, showing how it works. I think that's it. Otherwise, it's just here's a knife, take it away. We'll see now. He was in a show I watched last year. He played a radio DJ, which was quite good.
Yeah. Have you seen that? On call something course. No, on air it's called.
On air,
and
okay.
he's a late night shock DJ, and he takes a lot of calls and stuff.
Yeah. So a bit with him playing with the knife is cut out.
Yeah, not on my version.
Who says physical media is the best? Smoking. Well, yeah, I couldn't show smoking. I suppose that wasn't cut. It's a very long cigarette.
The only problem with that one, Kerry, is that you can't talk about it because you give the whole plot away.
That's it. To be honest, Gibson was the best thing about Expendables 3. I do like Expendables 3, but yeah, it should have been an R, not a 13. Nicolas Cage's reaction when he wakes up is priceless. Come on, it's me, Jesus. Apparently they were supposed to have sexual relations at some point, but they cut that out of the script, I think, or didn't film it because it was pointless. So yeah, we're an hour and a half in, and yet to have an action scene.
Or violence.
So we're due some. Here it comes. Oh yeah. So are they FBI? Because Pollux Troy knows where they are. He tells John Travolta, who sends, I guess, the SWAT team.
It'll be FBI counterintelligence, won't it?
Yeah. So they're the ones spraying the place with bullets, armed or non-armed people. And I guess he hears the thump of the grenade launch, the canister launched, and knows exactly what it is. Oh, you got to get the bit with the kid now. Sexual relations. Sorry. Yeah, I did not have sexual relations with that woman. Yeah. I keep hearing about Expendables 4, but I haven't seen I don't think I've seen a still, a teaser or anything mentioned when it's out.
Yes, Kerry. The HMV in the Grosvenor Centre still open. As you go in, it's halfway up on the left-hand side. So it's still there. There's not many shops left in the Grosvenor. But they've got a decent CEX as well further down by the bus station.
John Cusack is Twitter. Yeah, I've took it off Twitter. But he's definitely very political and activist. That's why I don't think he's been in a film for a while, has he? Baz the Dead. What's up, peeps? How are you, sir? So look, Dr. Impossible's here again. Nice to see you. Nice to see you, friend. Hipsters and John Wick. Wouldn't stand a chance in New World of Hollywood. No. Friday night stream. Well, we put this low-rent action film on, so didn't think anyone would see it.
Is Runcorn as depressing as St. Helens? There's no word that's more depressing than St. Helens.
I forgot it's the Scallies in tonight.
You know what? I was watching back our live stream last night, so this morning from last night, and there's the bit there where Paul calls me out for the way that I say Birkenhead and Bootle. And it's just like, you cheeky bastards.
Now this kid's supposed to be 5, but I thought he was about 12.
Yeah.
And he just happens to look exactly like his dead son. I'm not sure what the legalities of the ending of this film are. The best film thing about St. Helens is the Road to Wigan.
That's another shit. It's all Wigan.
You see, actually, I hear St. Helens, I hear Birkenhead, I hear Bootle, I just think Liverpool.
St. Helens is at the far side of that Merseyside sort of. So if you were to think about it, there, Runcorn's here, St. Helens is over here.
Yeah, the posh part.
And then you've got all of that as Merseyside. Then
see, we're learning as well.
Wigan Town's okay, and then I've spent a lot of time at the Robin Park Leisure Centre at the trading next to the football ground. That trading centre used to be okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, hang on. I thought the music was dying. People flying everywhere. I hate cops. He took a very long time to come down that rope, so he deserved that being shot. But yeah, they can obviously see him carrying a child in his pajamas and they just shoot at him. I don't know what their rules are.
It's the next bit when he runs through the door and goes, don't shoot, and he goes like that. Then it's just like, no, you've tried to kill me twice.
Got the sliding on the floor. Where's the music? I thought the music played a bit more in this.
It's in a minute, isn't it, where they come through the ceiling?
Because he's listening to the head. Oh, someday I wish upon a star and wake up.
It's when he go upstairs to the bed, isn't it? And he's lying next to the
lights,
bed.
Isn't he? Yeah. Such a nice apartment too. Damn, my place is getting fucked up. He's the one that just shut the valve. Yeah, it's only like today I found out it was Olivia Newton-John that sings this version.
Mm.
Yeah. Kicks him through the glass. Oh dear, it's all gone. Yeah, Cusack. Yeah, he is literally doing direct-to-DVD stuff now. He pissed off so many producers in Hollywood. The best thing about... Oh, yeah, done that one. John Woo is too much of an artist for today's crowd. He actually cares about mood and atmosphere like most action directors. And unfortunately, people have butchered his films like Wind Talkers was supposed to be a lot more cerebral, but then
Wind
they did
Talkers,
an actual film.
Wind Talkers is an awesome film.
Hmm.
There we go.
Some brutal stuff in that. Here we go. Skies are blue. The dream. People with shot in the guts. And you dare to dream. But yeah, the kid's sitting there in the light, listening to headphones, and then suddenly the cops start shooting at him. Those damn 90 kids always look older than they are.
It's American kids. They've got the growth spurt of a xenomorph.
Yeah, mine's nearly 9. He doesn't look that old.
Yeah, it's like when you watch High School Musical. It's hard to believe those 12-year-olds are early 20.
Poor Bruce Willis, yeah. St. Helens are what we call wolves. Oh dear. It's all gone tribal now. What do Scousers call the fine line of Lancashire? The wolves. There you go. Don't touch that. Front gun. Boom. Crazy action scene. It's very crazy. Well, what did I watch? 2012. That was in 2009. That's got John Cusack's probably last big role, is it?
Which?
Oh. Buzz. Clocks him, headbutts him, clocks him with a gun, and pretends to shoot him. Oh. So was he looking to shoot his actual kid in this before the skinhead guy gets in the way?
He doesn't know it's his kid, though, does he?
Yeah, he's still going to kill a kid. Is that to show, or is he aiming for the girl? It's definitely one of them. Yeah, I wonder. I think Cusack pissed off there. Oh, Hot Tub Time Machine, of course. Yeah, they didn't want. He turns up in the sequel for 2 seconds, gets shot in the face. But yeah, that might be the last thing he did. That was good. The best one is Rocky's son, aged between 4 and 5. He just how they didn't bring the robot into 5. Oh yeah, and the brother and sister do a very passionate kiss.
It's just the way the blood splurts.
Yeah, he's holding anything. Just keep holding it. But he's actually starting to care for these people. Yeah, now get this round room of mirrors.
It's just proof that you don't understand each other's lives, do you? You've just got this impression of Castor being a pain in the ass, terrorist. In fact, everyone he's met have been all right.
Yes, I know. They've been. One's a loving parent, and the other's a loving brother. Dun 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 dun. dun.
I love that line. I don't know what I like. I hate worse. Where your face or your body.
Yeah. You can't take back what you take already. Oh well, plan B. That is a good bit with the mirrors. They see the people they want to kill, but they don't know what's the other side, and then they just miss it. The VHS made the blood oozing is out difficult to see. Yes, the quality was a bit low. Spoilers, sorry. Yeah, so, well, he is holding it for a bit, but yeah, if it was that, it should have been a bit more dangerous. Hot Tub Time Machine is one of those films that was a lot better than I thought it would have been, but it didn't need a sequel. That is true.
I love this bit where he goes, "Boss, why are you crying? It's just Castor Troy."
Straight to the head. Who is that guy? Because he looks familiar. He's in something now I've been watching, but I think he's the bad guy now. Let's have a look. Oh, here we go. So yeah, he kicks him through the glass, and then oops.
See, surely that would rip the hole inside your hands, wouldn't it? Grabbing hold of the steel like that.
Yeah, it's all rusty and broken, and there's broken glass all over it. Definitely. Matt Ross, that's who is Loomis. He is in. Don't know. What am I seeing? Silicon Valley, that was a TV show. But yeah, poor Pollux Troy. It's the FBI, yeah. I don't think they even announced they would. It's a good bullet squib when he shoots the guy in the forehead. Yeah, this guy gets a very brutal ending. Real. Oh, he's lost his brother. Well, he should have known he wasn't ready for the big time.
Mm-hmm.
Now he kills his boss. Oh yeah, so he's made the cover of Time magazine, and it's supposed to be this top secret covert.
Yeah,
but I guess he's making a name for himself, as he was on CNN the other day. But I'm not sure what how long this film's supposed to take place. He gets to kill the boss. Yes, it's definitely a dying art.
what was I watching? I've been watching Homeland on Netflix, and there's a scene in Homeland that's like this, where Brody kills the president of the United States because he's having a heart attack, and he sort of just helps him along. He goes, "You haven't quite got this, have you? I'm killing you." He just puts the cushion over his head, and it's just done then. That reminds me of this, where he just goes,
yeah, karate chop to the neck in slow-mo, elbow to the chest, and slowly caught out. What would you consider the end of this type of 90s movie? What came out?
Now, there was Hard Rain came after this, didn't it? The Morgan Freeman, Christian Slater.
Yeah.
That was after this, wasn't it?
What was it?
That's probably it, really, isn't it?
Definitely 89, 98, 99, isn't it?
Yeah.
As soon as The Matrix and even Phantom Menace came out.
I don't think we've had anything like this since.
No. Yeah, they used to be all over the place, these high concept, big budget actioners, and they used to make money, so I don't know why they stopped. But yeah, because you had Jet Li in the early 2000s. Steven Seagal had finished in 2000. Let's see, 99 world box office. The Matrix number 4. And then the next action film is Wild Wild West is 13. End of Days 15. But there's no what you call an action film yet. The World Is Not Enough at 31 is the highest non-martial arts action film.
Evening, Paddy.
Hey, Paddy. Right, this came out in 97. That's not a lot. Yeah, it ended as the 2000s game, right? That's true. So where did this come in the worldwide gross of top 100 in 1997?
Where did it come?
Yeah.
About 15th.
15th? 13th. Not bad.
Oh, there we go. See?
12 of Tomorrow Never Dies. But in the top 10, you get Air Force One at number 6, Speed 2 at 7, and what's the next one? Con Air was 17.
Air Force One's another underrated movie. Harrison Ford and Gary Oldman.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Yeah. Yeah, Django Unchained brought that bloody very big bullet squibs.
I watched Django not so long ago. When you're saying that final shootout, that is really cool. But then I've got to think, where does he get all his bullets from? Because everyone's launching bullets at him, and these guns only take 6 bullets. And I know he's picking up different guns as he's going around, but you never see anyone reload.
I guess that's because of the style of the film. It's just copied the old days. That's what he'll say. Oh, here we go. Evening, lads. The film is such a guilty pleasure. 2 batshit actors in a batshit crazy film.
Yeah.
Guilty, though.
Who would, going back to the conversation about an hour ago, who would you, if you were to reboot this, who would you reboot it with?
That's the trouble. There isn't anyone anymore, is there? Oh, who did I go? Oh, about 10 years ago, I did say, was it Frank Grillo and who's the other guy that looks like him? The Punisher.
I'd still say Frank Grillo now.
Yeah, Frank Grillo and the Punisher guy. Berthenol.
Yeah, John Bethnal.
Yeah, Bethnal. Yeah, that should be a good. Or yeah, I was gonna say not count.
Scott Adkins.
Scott Adkins is what I'm thinking of, but I'm trying to think of someone else he could be against.
Have we ever been to Cornwall? Many moons ago, I've been to Cornwall. We've got friends that live in Devon, so we've been to Devon a couple of times the last couple of years.
Yes.
But yeah, many moons ago, I've been to Cornwall.
Yeah. Western Superman gets all the brummies, because I think the Scousers stay up by Chester and North Wales, and Birmingham travelled between the two.
I like to travel. Since when lockdown happened and whatever else, we've done a lot of travelling around Britain. I like me little long weekends and stuff like that, and going to places I've never been before. So that sort of suited me, the sort of staycation sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Hang on. Where are we? I always thought the studio realised how stupid to show orcs being decapitated was to get PG-13. As long as blood wasn't red, blood being red is
not human. It's because they're not humans. That's why they can get away with it.
That's why every Marvel
Marvel person that gets killed is an alien of some sort. Because they're not on Earth.
The armies are either robots or aliens, or so because like I said, you can't kill humans. Right, where are we? He's in the Wraith, is he? Because I saw. Right, where is he? What else was he going to be in? Because he's the from the Cassavetes family, isn't he? Has he been in Alpha Dog? I remember that. Oh yeah, he's directing a lot of stuff now, TV shows. Because they're getting a new Roadhouse, aren't we? Even though it's nothing to do with the original Roadhouse. It's not even about a bar, is it? It's not even cooler, I don't think. I think he's just a badass. Done that one. I need to pick up the Wraith. Yeah, it's a good B movie. It's got an awesome car in it. This was the first co-production between Paramount and Touchstones. Face off a civil action Snake Eyes, Monroe Brown, Bringing Out the Dead. Ah, yes. Snake Eyes, Brian De Palma and Nicolas Cage, Bring Out the Dead. That's Nicolas Cage and Brian Scorsese. That's a good one.
Snake Eyes is a good film. I do enjoy that. But when you find out about the whole plot and the way that the boxer takes the dive, and
that's
awesome.
Yeah, he saw it all. He just didn't pay attention.
Yeah.
Vestron Blue. I'm not sure if it's region 3. Yeah, it's a trouble with regions, isn't it? You might see Travolta's moves in that tight t-shirt. Especially with a family man. He's allowed a dad bod. Orcs are racist now, apparently so, yeah. The ones in Harry Potter and the ones in Lord of the Rings. People are seeing them as different things now. Thanos got decapitated by Thor, yeah, but that was purple blood, wasn't it? Yes. You can have butt fights in a coffee shop in San Francisco. I'm not sure. Vestron Blues. Yeah. It's all about this bloody licensing, isn't it, with videos? The Swayze character kicks people for misgendering. Oh, he should execute them. One in the head. It's nothing more offensive than being misgendered. Oh, it gets better with repeat viewings. I thought, oh, it gets worse. But yeah, the more you see and the more how well it's made. What's this? Nicolas Cage crying.
He's just telling his wife that the first date, isn't he? So we proved who he was.
Yeah, it's a lovely story and well played. Who cares? They probably did try to call it that. Although, hopefully it'll just be a badass action film.
See, we talked about this last night, didn't we? About films nowadays not being able to produce one of this because it's going to offend somebody and stuff like that. I think they just let them go, like gun ho with it and just see what happens. Yeah. You know, the fact that China was banning Marvel films for so long and stuff for no reason at all, but and they were making changes to films so they can try and get through different markets and
it's ridiculous. And then what is it, stuff like the Transformers movie taking place in China to get that market.
Yeah. I can't be responsible for you being offended at something I say. Yeah.
Yeah.
And because I might not mean it offensive, and it might not even be you that's offended by something I've said to you. It could be somebody else offended on your behalf.
Yes.
So, and I think that's the problem that you've got with the movie world, is that what might be offensive to somebody is not offensive to somebody else.
Yeah, there's one loud voice saying, I don't like that, and a million others saying, that was good. But yeah, it is. They can never win because there'd always be someone that wouldn't like some aspect of the film representation, or it's not enough, it's too much, it's different to the representation they're expecting. You think, shut up, just watch a bloody film. You got Travolta being cool. Oh, I can't pronounce that, but
lies, distrust.
Yeah, I love that line.
It's like being in a proper marriage.
I wouldn't know about lies and distrust and all. Yeah, it's Jake Gyllenhaal, so there's some hope because he's in trouble for making, what was it, the computer game film Prince of Persia, because none of the cast were of the Egyptian or whatever they were supposed to be. He was just the right man for the job.
Now that's one way of describing it.
Yeah, Freaky Friday. Vice versa, but Terrorist of the God. So which one's Judge Reinhold? Yeah, I guess the science is better than doing it mystically. So you can't even call this what's coming up a Mexican standoff anymore because people find it offensive. Although it's a double Mexican standoff, isn't it? Because there's about 6 people pointing at different people with different guns.
Well, that's it, Paddy. They weren't allowed to play the new Lightyear movie over because 2 women kissed. That's what it was. But Disney stood the ground and said it's not coming out. Yeah, or the studio stood the ground and said they weren't coming up, so they were willing not to send it to China.
Yeah, we've got some seagulls. Yeah, because they had Black Panther posters, but they weren't allowed to show Black Panther on them, and he was airbrushed out of Endgame posters.
Yeah.
Not that apparently Light was any good anyway. I think Hollywood might have to rethink their plans with China. Yeah, the recent American films released there haven't done well. Not even Mario's done well over there. Yeah, there's a stupid pandering to the market. Here's the dubs. The church is full of dubs for some fucking reason. But yeah, if you keep pandering to people like the Meg, how much of that? I know it's financed by China, but it was a lot of pandering. Yeah, it's not an unusual choice, but a good one. Yeah, he's buffed up and fighting fit for that film, so hopefully there's going to be some action. China is a weird place, yeah, because it's cities and a very big countryside.
But Jake Gyllenhaal buffed up the thing to play Mysterio in Far From Home.
Yeah.
Because he was another one that didn't want a lot of padding in the superhero suit. And then he's gone on to do this UFC MMA film, hasn't he? And have you seen him for that? The clips of that? The bloke's huge.
Because didn't he do another film where he's a fighter or a boxer or something? Okay. That was a few years ago now, though.
Southpaw. He did Southpaw, didn't he?
Southpaw.
But the bloke's huge compared to the young lad that was in Day After Tomorrow.
Yes, it's him. Well, he's in City Slickers as well as a Billy Crystal's kid. The people who get offended don't watch movies. They spend their time complaining about movies they've never seen or understand, or they would never watch a film like this because they're not represented in it, and then they complain that there's no representation in it. So you go.
That's another thing that does my head in, right? Is this? You look at the Power Rangers movie recently. All the boxes are ticked, including the autism one. You know, for one of the Power Rangers.
Oh yeah.
And you look at shows like Red Dwarf, right? There's 4 blokes, race, colour, gender, none of it came out of any of that in 10 seasons of the show. And it didn't need to be. You know, but now you can't have something without ticking. If we've got a black person, a white person, Chinese person, what's the ratio between boys and girls? If we've got a non-binary represent, you just, By that point, by the time you've worked out all the politics behind it, I'm not interested in what's going on.
Yeah. It was an Al Pacino film with Glenn Ross. It's like 8 straight white males. And I think the only female character is a waitress in it.
Yeah. But it's like the pilot from Jurassic World Dominion. She came out for no reason at all and said, "Oh, yeah, by the way, my character's a lesbian." It's got no bearings in the film at all. Why? You know, why is an actress decided to come out and say that when that it's got no bearings on her character or her storyline whatsoever?
Yeah. Exactly, yeah. It's just to get points.
Mm.
Oh, hang on. I'll catch up. Where am I? I'm falling behind. So Finn wasn't in the Star Wars posters. That's another one, yeah. Disney film. Let's say for what they'll do. But yeah, there's no point pandering to China. They'll make a bit more money if they like the film, but it's not worth it. I think those days are gone now anyway. Is the government buys the Hollywood imports and not buys them themselves? Yeah. If you look at the last 10 years, the biggest films ever for the last 10 years are Chinese films you've never heard of.
Yeah.
There's like 3 of them in the top 10 of the last 10 years. I've never even heard of them.
But this is why we're getting so much of the Korean, Chinese, Japanese series in Netflix.
Yeah.
Because I'm so looking forward to Squid Games 2. I'm looking forward to Sweet Home 2 season. I'm looking forward to the Wandering Earth Part 2. That's come out soon. You know, so many of them are coming through, but they're not mainstream. They haven't had big releases over here, but they're coming to streaming sites.
Yeah.
And some of them are programs to shame.
Yeah, they won't be on the BBC, I don't think. Are they? Yeah, China is basically Black Mirror. Geylang has been meeting the gym dealer. Yeah, he's up. Social media should simply called toxic media. I bet the GTSQ have some fun trolling through that shit every day. Yeah, someone's reading them. Anyone who believes that any Hollywood star is legit not taking roids is living in dreamland. Protein shakes. You're not having any fun. That is true. Oh, who's down? Someone's bleeding off screen.
Yeah, she's dead, isn't she?
Yeah.
Take care of our boy.
Yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal was nearly Spider-Man 2, but it was allegedly a ruse to get Toby a more paycheck because he said he was too injured to do it. And the daughter obviously didn't hear all the gunfighting. Yeah, Red Wolf Mike did say that. I was going to stream a while ago. Yeah, because they did gender swap Holly a few seasons in, but no one cared.
Yeah, and you know they change actors for Crichton and things like that, and you know but it never came into it.
No,
you know that there was no reason for it to ever be questioned.
Well, yeah, the young ones and bottom are males and 4 males, 4 white males as well. How dare they? You would have preferred Jake over Toby. Ooh. Oh, hang on. They're fighting. Now, did he teach his daughter to shoot a gun? Peaches licks face stabbed. Say goodbye to Papa. Get away from my dad. Dave Lister was a scouser, not a black man. Good girl, Jamie. Shoot him.
Father, hear my voice. I'm your father. Here's your eyes, Sammy.
Say something about her. He still shoots the wrong guy. No daughter of mine would shoot so wide.
Sorry, I shot you, Daddy. Yeah, you're fucking grounded for life, you bitch.
Yeah. Information that would have been useful to her before. Licks her face, and then they get all horrified that he's licking her face, not that he's got a gun at her hand.
Yeah. Little Steve's looking forward to the Pink Lady show, friends. He's a big Grease fan.
Well, that's out now in America, isn't it? I thought.
Yeah, it's on other means at the moment. I think they're on like episode 3 or something.
Yeah, I did see that was released, but I thought, is it a musical or is it just a story?
I don't know. I'm not into musicals or Grease.
Have you not mentioned that before?
No, it's not getting any airtime from me.
That you'd love Blues Brothers, though.
Yeah,
that's a musical.
Blues Brothers is not a musical.
I was singing.
No, there's singing and there's music, but it's not a musical.
Ah, I see. Oh, the daughter was in Lolita the same year as this. What else has she done? Yeah, it didn't. She's in lots of films. None I know though. The Fast and the Fierce. All right, here we go. Separate boats, so you know who's who. So apparently, I think they filmed a few scenes of the boat showing what it would look like, the boat chase, and then the studio threw more money at them to make it a longer scene. So who did the music?
I've no idea.
Okay.
I'm no good for stuff like that. People say that's me. Who did the music in this film and who did the costume design for it? And I'm like, I don't know.
Who's it sound like?
Goldsmith.
I can't see his name now. Is he on here? Music. It was John Powell, but he was a student of Hans Zimmer. I thought it was Hans Zimmer when I was hearing it yesterday because it sounds like it's a lot like his backdraft music. So we've got 10 minutes for John Woo to turn up.
See, when we were on the other week and we were talking about soundtracks and music and stuff like that, and when you're listening to the soundtrack between the Wrath of Khan and Aliens, it's practically the same soundtrack.
Yes.
You listen to it and it beat for beat, you could just swap the action from one film to the other. It's awesome. And when people go on and about the Greatest Showman soundtrack or Grease soundtrack, I mentioned Grease too because Francis, but I actually prefer Grease to over the original. They're both awful. But when you're talking soundtracks, they're not really soundtracks. They're not really. They're just people singing shit songs.
Oh, there is a Travolta connection. Oh, it's going to be on Channel 5. Oh dear.
We had to watch Grease 2 as homework movie the other week, and it killed me because the week before we had The Greatest Showman, and the week before that we had another movie, Annie. I was like,
Annie? Oh dear. That's got a sequel too.
Yeah. I'm sure little Steve fixes the wheel. So we have musicals.
Probably. It's probably just pre-recorded. He just plays it until he gets the one he wants and then plays it back. At least you didn't have to sit through Mac and Me.
I've still got to watch it though. It is homework. I have got to watch it. I just didn't watch it for the week I was meant to do it.
Maxwell Caulfield, where did he go? Yes, indeed. Yeah, the boat explosion. That was another great one. Bursting through a boat and flying through the air while it explodes. Can't get better than that. But it's almost too loud on the Blu-ray. Yeah, you don't see 6.1 anymore. I guess, what is it? Got bypassed. You got the stuntman standing up and it zooms in on his feet just in case you weren't sure what was happening. But yeah, this HD and close up, you definitely see it's stuntman.
Yeah.
That don't even look alike. He saves John Travolta's life though. He kicks him down just before it goes under the pier that would have killed him.
Yeah, just leave him standing.
Oh, the VHS has got the.
It's like Royal Rumble, isn't it? WWE Royal Rumble. Why interrupt the person that's about to throw somebody over the rope? Just leave them do it, and then move on.
So here we go. Yeah, there's the face on. It's all right when the stuntmen are on the side, but then they decide let's have them face on.
Yeah.
And then they've tried distorting the face to make it look like them, but it doesn't work. There were great explosions in this. Yep, that's definitely true. Real fire, real bits falling around them. I saw the trailer for The Great Showman cinema, so I decided right there and then I wouldn't. It was a fucking shite. I saw it once.
I've got two daughters, 15 and 10. So
right.
I've had to watch it once for them. And then it came up as homework movie. No, it didn't come up as homework movie. Someone told me I had to rewatch it, so I had to rewatch it. And then did you see my review of it where at the end, and I got so much stick for the ending of that review. It was unbelievable.
I think I can only remember the one song where he's holding her and swinging around. That's it. Because I know that it's 100% bullshit on facts, that film. Because P.T. Barnum was a right bastard. Didn't care for any of the people he employed. So, yeah. John Travolta stabbed in the leg again, in the other leg. Apparently, Nicolas Cage and John Travolta have different sized fingers, so the scene where he takes the ring off him to put it on himself was tricky because they had to find a ring that was suitable for both. He's got the reflexes of a cat to stop that bolt going off.
You'll see this face.
Oh shit! I'm behind now. Yeah, man. So yeah, apparently the Blu-ray has extended scenes for the fight. I haven't seen that. Die! He's just twitching. So I think Travolta and Cage spent 2 weeks together learning each other's mannerisms on which they could use and their cadence and their walking.
Yeah, as I said before, Travolta had a harder time learning to be Nick Cage than Nick Cage did.
Yes, everyone knows what spear to the groin. Yeah, just like Friday Part 8. Now it looks they're both dead.
Are you okay, Archer? Oh, no. It's all come out. This is the bit that gets me. How did this all come out? Because everybody that ever knew died.
His wife, there was a phone call at the shootout. His wife phoned and they believed her. She had no evidence apart from it's his wife. Now, they've got a top surgical team from DC. You're going to be okay. So, now this is the bit I don't get. He gets back in the ambulance with the dead guy. I don't know if anyone was expecting Travolta's eyes to open and another fight to break out, but they take him away, and then his family are at home when he comes home from the hospital with his kid. So they don't go to see him in hospital or anything. And he just happened to bring a kid home without permission from his family.
That were all dead.
Oh, yeah. There is no one left, is there?
Did you forget that little bit, Gareth, that they're all dead?
To keep going. Yeah, but still, what strings did he pull to get the kid?
Where's my Ouija board? I need to ask her. Can you take Max?
Well, didn't he ask either family? So
yeah,
he didn't ask his own family or the parents through Ouija board. Die! Yeah, it's a really weird scream when he just says that. With the sequel now, I guess we assume he's dead now. Well, he thought the same thing about him earlier when he was burnt by the jet stream.
Yeah, he pulled the Spock at the beginning of Wrath of Khan, didn't he? We'll kill him once, and then at the end of it, it'll be fine. You know,
it's all a big twist.
He would have forgot we killed him an hour before.
No, wrong film. And then he's not there. It's really weird. I mean, see him walk past the window and then he disappears. The spear looked like it went to his heart, so I don't know about him surviving it. And yeah, plus they keep his body and face. Even if he... Would they bother swapping faces back if he's dead? Or just go splat it on top?
Yeah.
No, bury him with that. And then, I'm not sure how long it's been.
Dad, sorry for stabbing you.
Bitch, I got to live for life now. Yeah, but money talks, bullshit walks. But is there anyone that would want to see a sequel? We've got this bullshit face thing again. He touches the lips as well. Like, have you washed your hands? Did anyone notice? Did anyone think notice no time to copy the die prison cell scene? Why has the kid got a 70s haircut? He needs a place to live. So you're out, daughter. But exactly, if they found Carter had a pulse, the doctors would research his face. Yeah, they probably
must be thinking, why does the fuck do people keep doing that down my face? Every new person I meet does that.
Yeah, I would find it very annoying. I know it was just a design so you knew who was who. But
hello, Adam. I've just come out the toilet and not washed my hands.
Because what's the one in? What's it? Lock Up with Stallone. He's got a little symbol he does with his hands, so you know who he is. Right. What film? There we go. 2 hours, 14 minutes.
Yeah.
Stunt corner. Assistant stunt corner. Brian and Greg Smars. There's no vowels. See, I've only got 12 people listed for stunts. They all just play the same different characters.
Right, you've just been kicked through that window. Now go over that one because we're going to kick you through that one now.
Probably.
Now you're going to drop through this one. We're going to knock your head off with the book. So what did you do today, honey? Well, I got a bit bad.
Indeed, because normally a film like this has like 30 or 40 stunt people. It's barely 12. But I guess if they're all in police uniform and in what close-ups, just have to show them all in one place. Where do we get to? Right. This ending always seemed a bit creepy, talking in the son of a taking in the son of a psycho. Yeah. How do you explain that to him in the future? Oh yeah, me and your dad swap faces. After he kills my son.
Mm-hmm.
People probably don't want it, but the studios do. Yeah, they think, what's a film everyone loved 26 years ago?
Well, this is what we were talking about last night, wasn't it? We've got no original ideas. So what film haven't we made a sequel for? Oh, Gone with the Wind. That'll do.
I think there was a sequel in book form, so
a Casablanca. There we go. We haven't had a sequel to Casablanca.
Oh, the original score produced by Hans Zimmer. There you go. But yeah, exactly, Casablanca, because everyone kicked off when I colorized it back in the 80s.
Yeah,
that colorization they did. Lock Up is a solid Stallone fit. Yeah, it's weird that he did that. What was it the same year as Rambo, or just after Rambo 3? Not a lot of assistance to people. Craft services by Peter Evangelitos. Pigeon trainers. Studio animal services. No pigeons were harmed in this. All right. Silent Hunter still watching us. Thank you.
Yeah, hi, Stan.
They thought Blade Runner back.
I'll send you my address, matey, via Messenger.
No, just tell it to everyone now. It's up north, isn't it?
It's up north somewhere,
yeah. Oh, see, no surprise. He didn't like Blade Runner 2049. I do like that film. Stick to your A24 horror, Mike. They brought back Top Gun back, yeah. So it was a gamble, but they paid attention to the story and.
Yeah, I don't think Maverick was a bigger gamble than they thought it was going to be, because it's got a great story, it's got a great cast, and they thought it through.
Yeah,
you know, and the whole Penny thing was a bit of a throw, because she was a throwaway character in the first movie, wasn't she? She was a one line, was it? Barely that. The general's daughter. Oh, you're talking about Penny. That was it. That's all we got. And then all of a sudden, she's the love interest in the second movie.
That's it. That's it. That rings a bell. God would have had a TV series. Timothy Dalton. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Franz. He did love. Yes, he didn't like Blade Runner 2049, but loved Doom. So.
Yeah, Doom Part 2's out soon, isn't it?
Is it? Because I haven't heard anything about it since they said it was happening.
Yeah.
There's not been any stills or anything advertised that I've seen. I like both Blade Runners, they go hand in hand. Yeah, I usually watch both together, but they are very different films. Not at all. Not all films have an egomaniac like Cruise demand that this be as good as possible. Bless him. He did sort them out. So yeah, don't release it to make money. Just we'll fix it and keep making it great. But that's not what others learned. They saw, people like old films remade with old people.
Yeah.
Is Tom Cruise the last remaining movie star? So yes, I think so. He's the only. Because, I suppose without Mission Impossible films, he wasn't doing big guns, but now he's done Top Gun Maverick and saved cinema. Let's see what he's doing next.
Is he the last remaining star? No. Is he the last remaining star from the 90s, early 2000s that is relevant? Is probably a question. So,
he's the last of the old school, though, isn't he? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Touchstone. Right, there we go. So, sorry everyone, but tomorrow night we'll have a better film. We'll have a Con Air tomorrow night.
Sod off, Gareth. Better movie, my ass.
Well, all right, because I don't have Con Air in widescreen, so I do have Face Off in. I don't like this poster though. This is not the best poster. I prefer the original. But what's that poster? That one, yeah. But yeah. Anyway, it's past everyone's bedtime now.
Yeah.
I like the song in the credits. I did listen to that earlier, yesterday, but I can't remember it now. Marvel actors aren't movie stars. They're characters. That is true. Because Robert Downey Jr. hasn't had any success since leaving Marvel, has he? Movie's over. Yep. I like Dune, but I still don't buy that. Yeah, I'm not sure the story goes, so I don't know if he'll be any good. The widescreen cover is weird. Yeah, that's the newer poster, isn't it? I'll keep on posting. I have that widescreen videotape. Yeah, only way to watch a film back then. Yeah, Dune 2 is this year though, isn't it? Is it in the winter? I don't think.
We are getting the first part of Dune 1, and I like the books. It's just a little over half of the first book.
That's what I've heard.
So the part 2 is supposed to take us 2/3 of the book,
right,
and then part 3 takes us to the end of the book. So part 2 is going to be about that much story in that amount of time. Because they're all supposed to be like Lord of the Ring length movies. They're all 3-hour films.
Yeah.
So if you've got in the first 3 hours, you've got a little half of the story. Why can't you just finish it in the second? You don't need to build all the characters up in this now because we already know who they are.
Yeah, not every film franchise needs to be a trilogy. You can have 2 films very safely.
No.
Like The Hobbit.
Well, they could do what they did with Lord of the Rings. There's so much the character development in the books that we never got for Lord of the Rings. And I know they moved the order around in Lord of the Rings so it fitted better. So you got bits that happened in the first one that was in the second book, etc. But you've got it sort of flowed, but you didn't need to know the whole that Legios and Grimly knew each other for 30 years before being part of the Fellowship. You sort of just went with it, didn't you?
Yeah.
And they could do that with Dune. The whole building up Jason Momoa's character.
Yeah.
For 20 minutes, half an hour, and then he gets killed in the corridor 10 minutes later. It's 30 minutes of stuff that you didn't need to build. Josh Brolin's character is another one. You just need to know who he is, so when he dies, it's meaningful.
Spoilers. I haven't got a roller like
so
you.
If you haven't read the 40-year-old book, I'm sorry.
It's complicated. Or seen a film or a TV show or play the games. Yeah, spoilers. See, look at that. I love. I think doing Lost on the Moment when a particular character dies.
Yeah.
Someone. Yeah, he was better than I expected when I heard he was in it. But hopefully he'll grow as a character.
Mhm.
Why did I bother keeping that secret? Yeah. Right. Let's wrap this up. So, thanks for Steve for joining me.
Yeah,
For this
you're welcome.
very good action film, if not great.
It is a very good action film. You are right.
It is.
And you do not need to do tomorrow's stream.
Yes,
because-
we'll cancel Connor.
Yeah, cancel Connor tomorrow because you don't want to waste 93 minutes of your life.
Well, yeah, if John Cusack doesn't want to talk about it, why should we?
Yes. No, there you go.
Right. You take care, everyone. I might see anyone that is interested in Con Air tomorrow, but there we go. All right. Take care, everyone.
Right. Thank you for joining.